So hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Josh Moore and this is African Josh. So I've been looking at the comments you guys have been leaving me, and I've taken note that most of you guys wanted me to get the Ethernet adapter for the Starlink connection. So guys, guess what? We finally got it. Here we have the Starlink adapter and I'm going to unbox it for you guys, and then we're going to use it and see what kind of difference does it bring. But all you need to know is that this allows you to use the Ethernet ports of your extra router. So with me here, I have an extra router. This is a Huawei router, and we'll use this just to increase the coverage of internet in the house, because I don't know if you guys know, but the Starlink router doesn't have that much of coverage. It doesn't put out a strong signal into the whole house. So I'm going to connect this after we've unboxed the Starlink Ethernet adapter, and we'll see how it goes. So here on the table, I have the Starlink adapter, I have the Huawei router and the power cable to the Huawei router, and most importantly, I have this. This is an RJ45 cable, and this is what we need to connect this, which is the Starlink Ethernet adapter, to this, which is the router. So guys, let's get into it and see what kind of results we get. On a side note though, I've noticed that you guys are really leaving me good comments, and they are very nice because I get to learn more from you guys as we continue. So all I suggest is let's keep it mindful, let's keep it kind, let's keep it cutesy, let's keep it demure. Okay guys, let's get into it. This is the thing. So I just want you guys to have a better look at what this thing looks like. This is the box it comes in. It has Starlink Ethernet adapter written all over it, and obviously we have the SpaceX logo on it, and the name Starlink, just like the box that came with the Starlink right behind me. It looks like a smaller mini version of it. So it has a quick pull-out tab, so I'll just try and remove this. That was easy, man. You just remove that and try and open it, and voila. First things first, it comes with just like it happened in the other unboxing of the main Starlink. It came with this white paper with instructions on it. I guess this time I won't have to throw away this because I struggled last time, but this has the instruction. Let's see what we will do with this so that it can help us decide on what to do with the connections. So guys, that's the little pamphlet. That's the little pamphlet with manual instructions on how to connect this to the router. Okay guys, to the meat of the content. This right here in my hands is the Ethernet adapter. So as you can see it, it's just a small cable, a short cable. I think, yeah, you have to remove this. This is how it looks like. It's just a short 1.5, I think this is 1 meter. 1 meter cable with your, obviously with your Ethernet port. This is the Ethernet port that I was talking about, guys, and this is what we need in order to connect our proprietary or third-party routers. So guys, let's connect it up. I want you guys to see how I'll connect it to the router so that finally I can run the system. But before that, let me just place it down. Before that, I just wanted us to do a quick speed test and show you the coverage of the current router and see whether we will get a difference once we connect the Starlink system into this router. So let's get into it. So first I'll just go into our Starlink. Am I recording? Let me just check whether I'm recording. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, we are recording. So as you can see, this is my obstruction map right now, and I have a few red spots, which means that's where the obstruction is. So that's no problem. At least we have something on the top. Remember, I bought this Starlink for up country, so not in the city, so I can't have it permanently mounted onto the roof. So I've just placed it up on the rooftop, which I'll remove later, of course, but right now this is what we are working with. So let's go do a speed test. Let's hear how it will go. 103 on the latency. Oh boy, the speeds are good today. 150 Mbps on the download. This is good. This is very good. Let's see what we get on the upload, even though it's not running an upload test. I do not know why, but let me try. Run again. Let me try and run it again. Okay, so yeah, it's fluctuating, which I expected because I know I haven't placed the satellite in the best position. But the speeds are decent, like 28 Mbps, but I know it's fluctuating because of that positioning of the satellite. So we have 28 Mbps on the download and 6.4 Mbps on the download. Now, one thing I want to show you guys is the network map of the router. Now, I don't know where to go and see that. So the router is here. Where can we see? I'm trying to look for the statistics. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Network. Check Wi-Fi range. That's what I want to do. So this is my house. There's Wanyenye's. He's just creating he's the one behind camera today. So this is my living room area. I expect everything to be green all over. Green. So everywhere I go in this house, it's supposed to be green. But let's say I went much farther from the router and said I went towards my closet. What do I expect? It's still green. It has nice coverage. Even on my bed. I'm on my bed, guys. I know you can't see me, but I'm on my bed. Let me get back. So, as you can see, let's view results on this one. It says we have average signal, which is excellent. But for sure, what I know is that this router over here has a very good coverage because this is what I use for live streaming. And this router supports 4G SIM cards for extra internet. And you can still use this router as a repeater of sorts or as a bridge per se. So yeah, let's do one last speed test on that router so that now we can connect this system over here. We can connect the Starlink Ethernet adapter to the router and see how it goes. So one last speed test. Where are we? Speed tests. Let's see, 124 on the latency. What are we getting? We're getting 41 Mbps. Okay, it's fluctuating, of course, I expect that. Okay, the upload speed starts all the way at 24, then falls all the way to 5. This is crazy. I wish it will be more stable, but I know going forward in the future they'll do something about it. But for now, this is what we're getting. Okay, so that's what we're getting. So let's see what we can do now. Let's connect this system. This is the Starlink router, and as you can see, it has a long cable which goes all the way. This is the power cable, and then we have the other cable which runs all the way from the top, from the dish, all the way back here to the router. So what we're going to do, the cable that runs from the dish to the router, instead of going straight into the router, it will have to go through this, the Ethernet adapter. This is the Ethernet adapter. As you can see, we have the RJ45 port right over there, and on the other side we have this proprietary female side of it. So we're going to use this one, which comes from the Starlink dish, and put it direct into the Ethernet adapter. Now, this is a bridge that's connecting the dish and the router, so it comes in between them so that you can provide this small connection called the RJ45 port, which is the Ethernet port in the layman's language. So once you just connect it to that, you go ahead and connect now the point that comes from the Ethernet adapter into the Starlink router. So let's see, how do we go about that? Just to make sure we don't make any mistakes, we're very careful with it. So let's see, there you go. Now, for those people who are keen and watching on this, let me just show you how it goes. There we go. Make sure that your connection is nice and tight. So now, once you've connected your router, it's clunky. That one thing about this Starlink connection is that it's clunky and it's all over the place, and I do not like that about it, but we have to work with it and see what we can get. So now I'll just take my RJ45 cable, Ethernet cable, and one end will go to our Huawei router and the other end will go to our Ethernet adapter. Actually, my thing is not, this cable is not really in the best condition, but we'll just use it. It is what it is. So we just plug it in like that into the Ethernet adapter. And now on the router, we have to make sure that we plug it into the LAN/WAN port. LAN meaning local area network and wide area networks, because now we want to expand this network, so we have to use this specific port. After we do that, we have to configure this router and make sure it is working as a bridge and not as a normal router, so that way it is expanding the connection from the Starlink instead of thinking that it's still a 4G router. So let's go into it. We connect that into that, and that, now we're done. Let's just power it up, and let's power both of them up and see what we'll get. This is our setup. That over there is the Starlink router, as you can see, and this is my Huawei router. Now I have never tried this before. I don't know if it will work, but I want us to see whether connecting this will give us any advantages in terms of the coverage of the network. But one advantage that I did not mention is that when you use a router, you get extra RJ45 ports, meaning you can now plug your TV directly into the router without using wireless, and you can plug other devices like your computer and whatnot. So now let's see how this one will go. I finally connected the Huawei router to the Starlink router, and all this has been made possible by the Ethernet adapter. So now, as you can see here on the app already sees two network devices. When I touch that, it sees my phone, which is the iPhone of course, and then it sees the Huawei router. Now, I already did a speed test. I don't remember what we got on the other speed test, so I'm going to repeat the speed test while we are on the Starlink network. As you can see on my Wi-Fi settings, we are on the Josh_Starlink network, which is the Starlink router. So let me go into the app. Let's just do a random speed test and see what we get. Okay, we're getting 100, 114, 115, 109. Okay, I guess we're getting 100, 104. Oh my gosh, the upload speed is crazy. No, it had started from 40. That was crazy. 12.8 Mbps on the upload. That's crazy, guys. This is super good. Now, what I'll do, I'll change from the Starlink router to the router that I've put in so that I can see whether there's a difference in terms of wireless connection. So let's see. I'll go to my networks, my Wi-Fi networks, and connect to 96 Imaging live streaming. That's the router that I'm using there, the Huawei router. So let's see whether we have any kind of difference. So now, since I've connected to the router, I'll have to go to Ookla and do a speed test from there. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? Drum rolls. Ooh, the latency is still quite shit. 276, that's crazy. Ooh, it seems like it's lower. But anyway, remember that the connection is fluctuating. Sometimes you get a very high speed and sometimes you get a medium speed. Let's see what we get. We've gotten 36 on the download. Let's see what we get on the upload. It's like 3.2, 3.2, yeah. So I remember somebody once told me in the comments that if I need to get the same speeds or better using another router, I should make sure that the router is Wi-Fi 6 and above. Now I know this is a very old router, it's not Wi-Fi 6 or anything, so I guess that's why it's capping down my speed. But the advantage of having the router is that now I can connect my devices using the RJ45 cable, which is a more stable connection than the wireless connection. So now I'm going to unplug the Ethernet cable from the router and plug it straight into the TV. Why am I doing this? So that we can see what kind of performance we can get on the TV. I want to test out 4K footage on YouTube and see, even 8K footage, and see whether it will play along with all this test. So let me just unplug that right now. I'll just unplug this from this router and try and plug it in the TV. I don't even see the, oh, I see it. It's right over here. So let me unplug it. One. There we go. Let me plug it. Let me plug in the Starlink system. Okay. So now once I've plugged in the Starlink system, it has seen the network and asked me network settings, LAN connected. Do you want to set up a wired network? Of course, yes. That's what we want to do. Yes. So now it has changed it from the wireless connection to a wired connection. So it's checking my network and seeing whether it is a good network. Finally, it said successful, your TV is connected to the internet. So let me try and see what kind of, let's see what kind of, what kind of the new we'll get here. Although right away, I'm not seeing much. Home, let me change. Okay, there we go. It needed a few moments. So I don't know who's, let me play Mara's, although Mara's video is not 4K. So let me just go ahead and search for one of our videos. African Josh, I'm right on top. I think I did this video in 4K. So let's see how that goes. So it's loading. And it started. So I can see it play. Let me check. Let me check for the quality. What's the current quality we are playing at? Settings. Imagine we are playing at 4K. I didn't even have to change it. It went straight to 4K. 4K, guys. If you haven't actually watched this video, go ahead and watch it. This was a test on the Starlink speeds compared to 5G, and it was a successful video. Make sure to like and subscribe on that one. So I don't know, let me just try another video. Let me try the 8K stuff. Even though my TV is not 8K, I have a 4K TV, but I want to test it out and see whether it can play anything higher than 4K. So let's see, 8K. Those 8K videos are usually quite taxing on the internet, so I don't know. Let's see whether it will play anything. Okay, there we go, 8K Ultra HD channel. It actually looks mighty sharp, gosh. Let me see whether it is.
Let us know, what device are you using to see?
Let me see whether we are on the highest resolution possible on this TV. You got settings, 1440. No, we want 2160 at 60p. Ooh. Okay, it's thinking whether it can play that, and voila, it's playing the video. My gosh, this is good because this is mighty sharp. I can see all the details. It's peeling my eyes out. Oh wow, this is nice. Just look at how sharp that is. Boy, oh boy. Anyway, this has been a good video. If you enjoyed, make sure to share and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. Tell me what you'd like to see in the next video. I know I might be mumbling a little bit here and there, but I'm not claiming to be a professional in this. I'm just trying my best. So guys, see you in the next video. Peace.